Well, looks like the bow made it in good condition. We're doing something new. Second trip of 2021 with John X Safaris. For the first time ever, brought a bow with me. And the East Cape is opportunistic, lots of game, lots of opportunity. And yeah, Carl and I are gonna give it a whirl. And got a few things in mind. I'd like to get a Sable. It's really number one on the list. And then after that, just kind of whatever Africa gives us. So it's gonna be a fun week, one that I'm excited about, something totally different. But like I said, the East Cape, not short for opportunity.
That's straight, Cable.
Straight.
It's the range there, mate.
Yeah, you're right at 20, looks good.
Perfect. So while Cable is working his bow behind me, what we hope to achieve this week is to share a little bit of what the East Cape has to offer for bow hunting. With this being a bow-only expedition ready for Cable, we've chased plains game down in the coastal forest all along the Indian Ocean. We've done a lot up in the Great Karoo and the mountains of the north, and obviously earlier this year we tried and successfully hunted a magnificent Cape buffalo, which was Cable's first experience of the Big Five. But this week we want to try and give it everything we got. We're going to try pit blinds, permanent setups. We're going to try a couple of pop-up blinds, and we're also going to be doing a bunch of walk and stalk. What will work, we don't know. As a combination, hopefully we'll get the results we're after, but we're going to give it hell from start to finish. So hopefully the bow behaves. Hopefully Cable keeps going the way he's going. He's hitting the bull at the moment. Long may that last, and may we have a good week. Well, here's our first bust. Okay, well obviously we've spent all afternoon kind of along the top of the plains. It's been windy, and we then turned into the wind, and we've probably been going for about half an hour, and we've come across a nice group of sable. They kind of along the ridge in front of us in this bank here. We just saw the top of some of their horns, and hopefully we'll try and get a better view of them, but they've not heard or seen us, so they're nice and chilled. And if we can just take our time, maybe we can fling an arrow this afternoon and see what we can do. But for now, low and slow, that's going to be our friend. That's obviously the cow, but that's 41. Okay, just wait, I'll tell you if the bull comes up, but it's 41. In front of me is a bull. That's not an old bull, but there's a bull real close to us, and the cow, she's not watching us, she's looking at to our right. I just want to give them a little bit of time. That's not an old bull. We woke up early this morning and we left the south and we've come up to the Great Karoo in the north. And we're going to try and make the most of a pop-up blind scenario out on the Great Plains here for Springbuck. And we're visiting an old friend of ours, Neil, who's got some fantastic Kalahari Springbuck, and we hope to get onto one of these. And with it being winter, the Springbuck are susceptible to coming into some feed, and we're going to give it a go for the day and see what we can achieve. We got some movement. It does seem like these Springbuck are going downwind and then they want to turn into the wind and kind of come in with the wind in their noses. After a morning in the blind cable, we're going to give it a go, start moving around a little bit. These little waterways are brilliant habitat for lechwe, and if we keep meandering all along these little kind of creeks, I think sooner or later we'll hopefully find a bull bedding up, find a little group. I think the wind is actually going to help us here. So if we just keep going, keep meandering into the wind, sooner or later hopefully we can get onto a bull and hopefully get a chance within 50 yards. But it's a good challenge, and it'll be one that must certainly be rewarding if we can get onto something. These lechwe are feeding out now. It's like there's a bit of dead ground. I say we go as close as we can. We take our time. We meander along this little, call it wash, we're in here. And if we can get within a 50-60 yard range, we lay there a little bit and see what they do. Point is, while they're out in the open now, I do feel that they will work their way back into the reeds, and that'll be closer towards us. I think we just need to take our time. Even if we just crawl all along slowly, I think we can get a chance. They're 150 yards from us now, so we've got to make up 100 yards basically, come out of high water. Come up slowly. He's at 38 yards. Crawl and just go up onto your knees. Just wait for me. I just want to check him. Just not big enough, but just he needs a year or two and he'll be good. Good length, but not quite the kind of bull we're after. We'll let him be.
Well, the sun is setting on day 2 here in the Great Karoo. We're chasing Kalahari Springbuck, and actually did get a shot 35 yards, and we found out on the Springbuck just how fast they are, man. Just
It absolutely.
I thought I felt so great about the shot. Yeah, we watched the video.
It just ducked.
Yeah. So
Arrow flew high, and then we spent a whole afternoon after Lechwe walking these marshes, and man, right at the end when I thought,
walking, it was more like crawling too.
yeah.
A significant amount of crawling.
But in the end, we got onto a bull, 38 yards, just not the age we're after, and we're going to head in, Cable, and enjoy a cold beer, nice campfire, and tomorrow morning we'll be back, game on for the Springbuck.
Sounds good, my friend.
One on the left. Got him. Got him. Got him. Great shot. Got him. Got him. Got him. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome, bud. Very cool. Let's go check him out. Yes, that's bud.
Oh my gosh.
I tell you, come and sit this side for me, yeah. Cable.
Wow.
In all our time, you and I, we have not taken something of this class except our mountain reedbuck. This, if you remember that day with our mountain reedbuck, this right here is as close as that feeling. I'm telling you, this is something spectacular. And to have done it with your bow, and to have played and foxed and outfoxed, and to finally score with a magnificent Kalahari Springbuck, it is most certainly one I'm proud of, bud.
It was so cool. They were pretty wary of that blind. And
Yeah.
we just had to wait it out. And,
It was something completely foreign to them, Gable. It's not something they've known before.
and foreign to us as a pair. I mean, it was
Exactly.
our first time bow hunting together, so
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but we strike again. Cheers, mate.
yeah, cheers.
Wonderful, wonderful animal, and it was very exciting, I'll tell you that much. Them coming in, the excitement levels were going, I loved it.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. We've been up in the Karoo and we made it back south this morning, and we're straight into the action with Sable again, having pursued them on day one. And got them in a good favourable position. We're going to use this valley and work with the wind in our favour, and hopefully we can close the distance to within 50 yards and try and get onto a nice sable bull. There's quite a few around, but they're in a good place, so I think we should get opportunity. But I'll show you. Look, when you see his horns, if he gets up, he's laying down. If he gets up, I think he's going to skyline nicely. Then we'll let him just stand and stretch, and when he relaxes and feeds, then I'm going to let you go up and then crawl and then never go. Okay, but when you're ready, go up. I go with you, draw and go up. Wait. Got him. You hit him? No, it's a good shot. Great. Let's watch him. 35. Very good. Oh, good boy, Flash. That was good.
It's a lot easier when they're not looking at you. Standing straight.
Good dog, Flash.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Oh, what a doggy.
Good boy,
Oh
Flash.
my gosh, dude.
Get it, Cable. This is awesome. Let's just pull him out. Yeah. Grab him there, bud. Give me one on. Yes. Come with him. Yup. And come. And come. And again. Oh, perfect, bud. Okay, you
Wow.
can let him go. Yeah. Oh, Cable. This is awesome. I mean, look at the tips, dude.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
It's just magnificent.
What a sable.
What a sable.
This was top of my list for this trip. What an animal.
Hey, absolutely magnificent and flat on the gums. Check that out.
Oh yeah.
Flat on the gums.
So how old would a bull like this be?
I'd say bull like this, 7 or 8 years old.
Oh.
Gable, many years in the making and in the planning. And when you told me this year you're coming with a bow for your second trip, I thought to myself, this is time for us to pursue Sable. And
Yeah.
what an adventure the last 2-3 hours have been. We had to get low, we had to stalk past a group of mountain reedbuck. We were hoping there's a ram in there. That didn't work out. Finally, we got to within 40 yards and we lay down for what seemed like eternity. I think it was only 20 minutes or so, but the bull kind of stepped out and then went and lay down right in front of the group. And I said to you, let's get up. And as we got up, instead of the bull standing and looking at us, he came running at us and came 20 yards closer, and you had to make a quick instinctive shot. And you hit him a little bit back.
A little back, yeah.
And we put flash on him, and flash chased him a little way and
What a
bayed
dog.
him. And you made a textbook perfect shot. So
Good boy, Flash.
I think
What a beautiful bull.
beautiful bull. All the character we want. He's heavy. He's got broomed off tips, long points. He's flat on the gums here, and couldn't have hoped for a better animal.
Yeah, I'm excited.
The mass is so impressive, and you see the secondary growth here. That's what makes it. For me, that's what I'm looking for. That hard secondary growth where the rings are real defined like that, and then they become real close, and that's a secondary growth there, and they don't have the big gaps anymore, like when he's a younger animal.
And you said he's probably 7 or 8 years old.
Probably even more now that I look at him, for sure north of 8 years,
Yeah.
But they mature much quicker than, say, things like your kudu and
Yeah.
eland and animals like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pumped. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, bud. Another wonderful hunt, wonderful experience, and this one with the bow, walk and stalk. I'll remember this one, that's for sure.
That was a fun one.
Fun.
Good boy, Flash.
So we had a really awesome sable hunt earlier today. Walk and stalk, we got within 40 yards. Cable made an awesome shot. Now, for the last little bit of the day, for the afternoon, we come to one of our pit blinds here at Woodlands. We've never ever done this before, Cable, so this is the first time for you and I. Hoping we can possibly have anything from Inyala to kudu to bushbuck, impala, Eland, waterbuck. The options are endless, what could come in. It's blind time, everyone needs blind snacks. So, we have wine gums. Very tasty. We have a good view, and hopefully we'll have something walk in soon. One on the right, one behind the shoulder. Hit them, eh? It's getting dark on us, eh? Cable's just put an arrow into an Eland bull. We've hit him a little bit back. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait out till nightfall, and then we're going to walk out of here, Cable. But we just got to be careful leaving here for Cape Buffalo. They also like to come in here. So for us to push now would not be a wise thing. We'll find that Eland in the morning. Lele, ne?
Lele.
Lele. Vad? Got our Eland.
He's dead?
Dead. I'm pretty sure the way it's lying. Man, it's so far from here. It's over 1,000 yards from where we're looking up here. But when I immediately picked up my binos from what Cookie explained to me last night, the last thing he saw, I was like, there's an Eland lying there. And it's lying on its side. Oh. So it's like,
what a relief.
Our fears from last night can come to an end. We got it.
Yeah.
It's an epic Eland. Let's head down there and have a look, my man.
I'm excited.
Very, very nice. I'm very
relieved.
happy. Yeah. Here we go. Here he is, Cable.
All right.
Here we go, bud.
Whew.
Yeah, it's a nice full, bud.
Yeah.
Hey?
Oh, wow.
Oh, you can actually see where he's kind of was uncomfortable here last night, where he bled out. And you can even see the hoof marks, man. It's
nice
huge,
bull.
dude. Hey?
Wow.
Just huge.
That was a great bull.
The size is just amazing, eh? Really,
I mean,
really cool.
We did the right thing last night, but he actually didn't even go 70 yards from where he was shot.
Very close. And you know, the main thing with that is the arrow's real quiet, and you know, there was no adrenaline pumping beyond that. Didn't know where we were. The wind was perfect. Came through this little draw and just settled down, and the guys are obviously watching from up high. And this morning we found him exactly where they'd last spotted him.
Yeah. He never left.
Yeah. Really nice old Eland bull. He's got that heavy neck, the big dewlap. He's got what I like to refer to the classic Lord Derby shape. It's got a slight, he lies back, hooks forward slightly with a slight flare as well, but awesome mop on him. And obviously, as you saw before letting that arrow fly, really, really interesting coloration to him as well. Beautiful old bull, and the kind of bull we were after.
The Eland actually didn't go 70 yards from where we shot him, but we knew that he was hurt. Decided to back out for the night and come back, and I mean, look at this, just blood everywhere. I think he actually died very quickly, which makes me feel better about that. You don't ever want an animal to suffer. At the same time with the bow, we don't want to bump them. And the tracker saw him lie down. We just decided it was the best thing to pull out for the night. But wow, what an Eland. Carl, this thing is awesome.
Cable, we've come to our last afternoon, mate, and we've come up onto one of our pit blinds up on the plains here, hoping for a wildebeest, a zebra, basically anything that Africa will give us. But sitting here this afternoon, I don't think you or myself maybe realized where this journey would take us when we started.
Yeah.
You know, you told me, I don't know, 10 days before coming, I'm bringing my bow.
Oh, I thought that was given. I thought you knew that.
I never knew that.
Messing with you.
But I tell you what, I once I caught wind of the fact that you are bringing your bow, I was quietly nervous, but also excited. You and I have shared some amazing hunts together, and this would be something completely unique. And that first afternoon, pulling out the bow, and I saw you track drive a few, I was quietly confident. I didn't know that side of you, and off we went. Started off that first day going after Sable, and I thought we got pretty close, but what I enjoyed about that afternoon was seeing your excitement getting that close. We'd never done that before.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been something new, and we've done a variety of different things, from spot and stalk to here we are in a blind to putting ourselves in just a position to try to intercept an animal.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lechwe gave us the runaround for like 2 days, but we have had success with the beautiful Kalahari Springbuck, and
which is a boss.
Out of a pop-up blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was cool. Then the Sable hunt was, I mean, people are going to really like that video.
I think so too.
this video, because that was an epic stalk, crawling for 100 yards, and you took the bow and put it in front of you, and inch up to the bow.
Yeah, well, we basically were kind of playing tag team. You go a little bit, I go a little bit, and finally we were in position. And then what was so neat about that particular hunt, and what I enjoyed about that was the first one that really took you out of your comfort zone, I felt. While we weren't a pop-up blind previously, that there took us where now I'm asking you to do something I've not asked of you before, and you had to get up onto one knee, draw, and get up, and the Sable would get up at the same time, and he moved off to our right, and you made the most wonderful shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a good shot, but we still ended up putting the dog on him, and that was something cool, and kind of like the Sable's kiss of death, that it turns and fights.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
And
Flash did a great job, and we were able to put
and that arrow. I tell you what, Cable, that arrow in that situation, under that pressure, I take that. It's a reality. We're doing our absolute best. We're getting within range. And sometimes when something doesn't work out precisely right, at least we've got the dog, we've got Flash to go in there and at least finish the game we started,
Yeah.
And then obviously we ended up in a pit blind very similar to this, at a waterhole. And we sat there that afternoon, much like this afternoon, said, we'll take what Africa gives us.
Yeah. And Warthog came in, got away.
And you were excited.
I was. It was a big one, but he never stopped. He just it was off on his way. And then that herd of Eland came in, and the shot was a little back. Luckily, the tracker saw the Eland bed down like 60 yards from the blind, so we felt better about it once we knew his reaction. The herd left him behind. Went back the next morning, and he was laying right there. So, and the arrow did a lot more damage than we thought it did.
Yeah, and that was a massive relief, and that took a lot of weight off our shoulders. So that was the biggest thing we'd taken on. But it all started well, and here we are on our last afternoon. May it end well, hoping something will come in. But in any event, it has been a journey that I did not expect with you, and one that I hope is not our last with the bow. I want to do some more of it. I think you and I will keep learning new techniques of how together as a team, how we pull it off. But it's been interesting.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Rewarding too.
Very rewarding.
Yeah. Well, the sun is setting on our last day here on the Eastern Cape with John X Safaris. Great day. Got to see my first herd of Tessabe, so that was something new, something cool, but not something we were after on this hunt. Ultimately, an awesome time bow hunting, something new for Carl and I look forward to the next time.